Hi everyone, today for the last leg of Routes Europe, I am joined by Andrea Tucci, the Vice President for SEA Milan Airports. Thank you so much, Andrea, for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you to you.
You're welcome. So could you just introduce yourself to the audience, please, and give a sense of your background before you came up to this point?
My name is Andrea Tucci, has been already introduced, and I'm the responsible of the aviation business development for the Milan airport. Milan airports means Milan Malpensa and Milan Linate, the city airport of Milan. Yeah. I have a background in airline business, and since 10 years I joined this new business of airports.
Fantastic. So how is passenger development going for the airports under the SEA Milan airport, namely Malpensa and Linate airport?
System-wise, we are reporting very good results. Last year we reached the 2019 levels, and this year we are going ahead with the development with around a 9% increase of traffic at our airports.
What is your strategy for developing the business for these two airports?
First of all, let me say that the two airports are complementary in our system. Malpensa being the intercontinental with the two runways, his mission is to develop the long-haul traffic and all the international, while Linate, being so close to the city, is a really city airport in the name and facts, is carrying traffic that we are monitoring, and usually as the behavior of the business segments. Short stay, frequency, a lot of frequency in traveling, and let's say a very good economics.
And on that note, how do you modify your business models to cater to the needs of each individual airport? I know that you said it's complementary, but do they differ in terms of passenger demographic and requirements?
Yeah, first of all, let me say that Linate is a regulated airport, so as a geographical scope which is limiting the activity at the airport, which basically is EU countries plus those countries not pertaining to the EU, within 1,500 kilometers, so basically short haul. This is how basically the aircraft is discriminated from the others in terms of the traffic. And then naturally, as I was saying before, being the city airport, you have all the business activity that basically are going around the airport.
Understood. So I'd like to discuss a bit of your route development strategy. Hainan Airlines inaugurated new flights to Malpensa, from Malpensa to Chongqing, against already existing Shenzhen connections. How did you identify this market, and what aspects of Malpensa did you highlight to attract this airline and this route?
Let me say in particular, first of all, our strategy is to diversify the portfolio of the offer at the airport, both in terms of destination and in terms of carriers flying there. Having different business models, having different destinations, it helps a lot to attract all the passengers. In particular in Malpensa, which has, as I was saying before, much more opportunities to develop the portfolio, has the capacity to attract traffic. Just to give you a figure, 40% of the traffic is coming from outside the region. The region is pretty well populated, it's 12 million passengers, but our catchment area is going far beyond. In this case, our strategy of diversifying the product goes to all the carriers, in particular China, which we were expecting since a while. In this particular case, let me say, for China, we took the advantage of the renegotiation of the bilateral agreements between China and Italy, which made it possible to increase the number of frequency, the number of carriers. And as soon this opportunity became available, a lot of carriers from China comes. Just to give you an idea, from one carrier, a single carrier which was operating in China in 2018 with the two destinations, now we are reaching 5 different carriers, Chinese carriers flying with 8 destinations and 34 frequencies.
Right, yeah.
Which is really amazing.
Yeah, of
Basically,
course.
we are driving the growth, I like to say this, we are driving the growth of the China market in Europe.
Yeah, of course.
And even if the traffic is not completely recovered because of the increase of the capacity, our industry is capacity driven, we are reporting a lot of Chinese passenger flowing at our airport.
Which is understandable considering the Chinese market has recently opened, so of course they're going to be attracting new lines.
Yes, but if you see, not all the airports are enjoying the same level of passenger, because of course is a slow process.
Try
to restart an industry which is regulated by the fact that you need a visa, the fact that you need so you have to put all the tiles in line in order to make the industry start again.
Understood.
And we were able and lucky to have this huge result.
Sure. So would you say the Far East is a market passengers are eager to fly to? And if not, how will you market the new routes to China to them?
Let me say, I mean, the potentiality of our catchment area is the key part. We probably serve one of the richest part in Europe, which of course is attracting and again is delivering traffic to the network. The peculiarity of our, in particular, talk about Malpensa mainly for when we talk about Asia and the Gulf. The fact that we have not a flag carrier with a hub built at our airport help us to develop traffic via other powerful hubs. So far we are connecting with 18 long-haul hubs and 17 European hubs. You know, as much as you go too close to the destination with an hub, you get more capillarity in serving the market. And this is a very good result, which is stimulating new demands and new traffic. Because the quality of the service, either direct or with only one stop, is of course what the market is looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. So what would you say stories like this and route developments to China, how does this reflect more broadly on SEA Milan Airport's route development strategy? What would you say is the forecasted growth expected to come out of these new routes? Is it more economic gain, passenger traffic, boosting local tourism and economies? What would you say is the result?
Let me say, we are lucky again because we are not so concentrated on just one market or just one segment, just one business model. Even let me say, the current crisis of aircraft, the scarcity of aircraft around, is of course touching our development, even if I would say that for an airport of our size, the development of almost 9% is in interesting figures. But the fact that we diversify the risk is keeping the pace of the growth maybe not exceptional like some smaller airports because they count on the development of one carrier, but we are growing steadily in this sense. And in my opinion, we are very lucky and very, I would abuse of the word resilient, but we are resilient in the proper terms.
Absolutely, and you have to be that in this industry.
But I mean, we serve, including the cargo, around 100 carriers, which is amazing for an airport which has a size nowadays of a little bit less than 30 million passengers.
How would you say you work with organizations and partners like Booking.com, for instance, to develop tourism opportunities and attract passengers?
My area is organized in two main areas. One is basically, let me say, the commercial, where we prepare the marketing plan for the airlines, which is including, of course, a lot of data and market intelligence, trying to show to the carrier what they don't see, which is the real value of the catchment area. Which goes from the stimulating capacity of when you drop capacity at our airport, which is amazing. And for example, we develop a system that through the mobile phones is tracking exactly the origin or the destination of the passenger, which are information that usually carriers has not. So we can provide those data. And then we have another department which is related to works as a destination management. So works with all the stakeholders to promote the destination of Milan. And so far we see that when we combine these two elements of our marketing, we are successful.
Okay. What would you say is the biggest challenge facing route developers at the moment?
Nowadays, I mean, the biggest challenge is definitely the scarcity of aircraft. The good part is the market, because it's not developing, is not booming because of this capacity, which is kept lower according to the potentiality, is making the industry more profitable and keen to invest. So in a certain way I see that is, for a certain sense, is very positive because the industry is always suffer a lot of the economic result of the airline. And nowadays I see that there is a good resiliency and I see a bright future for all the airlines, in particular because all the airlines has to invest in new aircraft for sustainability, and that costs a lot of money. So the fact of having a development which is not so booming and that could exhaust the finance of the airlines, in my opinion, is a positive.
Understood. That's a wonderful way to end it. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Okay. Thank you very much.